Cowboys fans, I'm sorry, as Jerry Jones has done the unthinkable and traded Micah Parsons to the Green Bay Packers. This is definitely a dark time for the Cowboys faithful, but at least you get a RBT rebuild video out of it, as yours truly is stepping in as Dallas Cowboys head coach to save Cowboys Nation from an impending state of depression. I'm not getting out of this chair until your Dallas Cowboys hoist that Lombardi trophy once again. But you have to say, dude, without Micah, this defense looks pitiful. I mean, even with Kenny Clark coming in as part of the trade, it's not even close to the same. But even with this defense currently looking so mid, you have got to remember the firepower that we have on offense. Dak at quarterback, CD at receiver, a new wide receiver 2 in George Pickens. Even this young offensive line's pretty promising. I don't think we're that far off, boys. I think bringing a Super Bowl to Dallas is something that I could possibly accomplish in just 2, maybe 3 seasons. Now, first bit of business to do to make it feel a little bit better for Cowboys fans is we need to immediately bring in some free talent. Free talent from free agency, that is. You may call it cheesing, I call it saving Cowboys fans' souls. Also, while we're at it, why not go for a little 2-for-1? I mean, already that looks quite a bit better, but at the same time, dude, I don't know if we're gonna be able to lock them down to long-term deals. If so, that'd be a major dub. Now, what I do want to make sure to do here is give Donovan Ezeraiku some playing time as a rookie so he can develop hopefully into the 80s. And the other thing that I do want to try and do before we get into season number 1 is possibly upgrade the running back position. That's the one trade I think I'm going to make here. Thing is, we only have $10 million available, so that is going to kind of limit our options here. Now, obviously, I wouldn't mind trading away Javonte Williams in the deal himself. I do want to keep the extra first-round pick we got in the trade for this year. I wouldn't mind trading away our first-round pick for next season. If that means we can bring in a superstar running back to ease the Micah Parsons pain, I think Cowboys fans would take it. I think they'd take every bit of happiness possible at this point. But the question is, who is going to be the running back target? Like, I want to go as big as possible, dude. Like, is Bijan a realistic possibility? No. Neither is Jahmyr Gibbs. What about a Jonathan Taylor? Why do I feel like this would be such a perfect fit? Jonathan Taylor, it's the Dallas Cowboys and its decline, but I feel like we can work with that. Would I be willing to trade away Osa here? It's on a 4-year deal. It'd probably take a little penalty, but if we can bring in Jonathan Taylor, it's in the green. Need a free safety, and I really wouldn't mind getting rid of Malik Hooker, and we can sign his replacement out of free agency. I'm telling you guys, a trade right here is just to remind Cowboys fans what it feels like to smile again, and Jonathan Taylor is very close to becoming a Cowboy. What if we threw in like a 7th from this year and a 4th from 2028? It is still declined, but I feel like if we go with a 3rd-round pick from 2028. This is a lot, dude, but it will be worth it as Jonathan Taylor is officially a Dallas Cowboy. I mean, this is a crazy package, but like, do you really put a price on happiness? And as mentioned, we do want to sign Malik Hooker's replacement. Justin Simmons is just sitting there, so why the heck not? I mean, brother, that move alone brings the team up to an 84 across the board when we started as an 82. I mean, even though the offensive line is young and inexperienced, I wouldn't be shocked if the team, even without Micah Parsons, made the playoffs this year. So I think what we're going to go ahead and do from here, boys, is simulate to the end of this first season, and yeah, we might not win the Super Bowl or anything year number 1, but you give me one full off season to cook, and I promise you I'm going to bring that smile back to Cowboys Nation ASAP. And if you haven't noticed yet, lock in for an old school RBT rebuild. Nothing fancy in the editing. I'm editing this video overnight by myself for the first time in 3 years. So I apologize if nothing's fancy today. Just kind of sit back, relax, and enjoy a little old school RBT action. Oh man, boys, I forgot to turn coach firing off, so something went terribly wrong. Oh god, there's just no way we won 2 games. What in the world is going on, brother? Genuinely cannot believe my eyes, dude. So many close losses. Like, this genuinely is a cursed franchise. There's just no reason this team should have only been winning 2 games, unless their morale was really low for some odd reason. This is actually so funny, dude. Like, you can't write a better script. You know what though, boys? This motivates me down to my core. How incredible of a story will it be trading our franchise player away, immediately going 2-15, and then the next season winning the Super Bowl? I mean, call me crazy, but there's just no reason this team at an 86 overall should only be winning 2 games. It was an odd anomaly. I do need to see what happened though. The offense was very mid. The the defense was terrible. I wonder why. I mean, we definitely have seen better days from Dak. Definitely wasn't Jonathan Taylor's fault. I mean, he ran for 4.8 yards per carry. I mean, CD had okay numbers for his standards. George Pickens wasn't terrible in his Cowboys debut. Good season from Jalen Tolbert. If you were wondering, that's whose jersey I'm wearing. That's my South Alabama guy. But mainly we gotta see what in the world happened on the defensive side of things, dude. I mean, outside of Sam Williams, nobody could really get to the quarterback. Like, Christian Wilkins, okay from the D-tackle position, but we've absolutely got to invest in an edge this offseason to replace Micah Parsons. We might be right back here in year 2. Hey guys, the good news, we had the #1 pick in the draft. Oh wait, I feel like we need to see how the Packers and Micah did. I feel like that's just a must-see. It was the Ravens who ended up winning the Super Bowl. Wait, you gotta be kidding me. The Packers actually had the 1 seed in the first round bye, but they lost first game to the Bucks. Cowboys faithful, I'm a little nervous to see what Micah did. I mean, Jordan Love, incredible season. What about Micah? Oh my god, dude, 25 sacks, are you serious? In his first season away from Dallas, he literally goes out and breaks the all-time single-season sack record. Like, it could get any worse. But fellas, it is time now to get into the offseason so we can really start cooking and really start to rebuild this team, and hopefully it's not a long rebuild. Hopefully, like I said, we can go from 2-15 to Super Bowl champs just like that. And unfortunately, a big problem I'm already noticing before anything even starts in the offseason is we only have $33.3 million to spend. And even more problems, look at all the players we have to re-sign. How am I supposed to pay DaRon Bland, George Pickens, Christian Wilkins, Jalen Tolbert with just $33 million? Unless I can work a little bit of magic. Are there any contracts that I can potentially restructure, like CeeDee Lamb's? I can gain $15.9 million. If we do this, we're screwing ourselves down the line. At the same time, if I'm really trying to go all out next season, why the heck not? So let's kick the salary cap can a little bit down the line, save a little bit of money, and maybe be able to sign all our guys back. We're going to keep looking, although we can't restructure Jonathan Taylor. We can with Trayvon Diggs. It'll save another $10 million. Ooh, Kenny Clark. We can restructure his contract and save another 10. Ooh, we could save a ton of money if we got rid of Terrence Steele, Kenneth Murray, and Donovan Wilson. Should we do that? I mean, we send that package out there in the universe. We're not getting that many crazy offers. It looks like not a single team's interested in any of these guys. I really want to find myself a decent long-term option at free safety. What about a Julian Love? Not even close. What about a Brandon Jones here? We could re-sign him next offseason. Let's try it. Okay, it's even worse. Jalen Thompson, potentially? It's a lot closer. I'm telling you, I think we all can agree this is some kind of crazy deal that Jerry Jones would do in the first place. So let's go with the 4th round pick from 2028. And the trade is officially accepted. We have our brand new starting free safety, while also shedding a lot of salary cap. And I guess before I get too crazy, let's go ahead and see if we can sign all these players and see how much money we have left over at that point. So DaRon Bland, absolutely got to bring him back. Go for a 4-year deal. Lock him down long term. I love it when they make it easy on me. George Pickens, absolutely got to bring you back. Again, it's going to cost a big chunk of change. And I even make it a 5-year deal for you, George. 2 for 2, boys. You got something to smile about. Now, Christian Wilkins, man, he's a 92 overall. All he wants is a 1-year deal. If anything, I feel like I could trade him away and get something huge in return. So let's lock him down to a 1-year deal and just see if there's anything crazy we can do at the start of next season. So Christian, thank you for re-signing, but you might just be here for a good time, not a long time. And I want to bring back Jalen Tolbert too, dude. Like, I'm wearing his jersey. If I'm winning the Super Bowl eventually with the Cowboys, I gotta have a South Alabama alumni win their first ever Super Bowl. It just is non-negotiable. 3-year deal, don't make it stressful on me. Thank you, Jalen. I did want to also bring back Jawan Bentley. He's an 80 overall middle linebacker. I'm gonna bump it up a little bit. I'm not gonna stress about it though, and he's just gonna enter free agency. Whatever, Jawan. You're lost. Got a new free safety so Justin Simmons can walk. Sam Williams, I would love to bring him back, but I'm just not gonna be able to afford it. I mean, again, a lot of players that we are gonna have to just let walk, but sometimes you gotta make tough decisions. Although I still do want to see if there's any more contracts that we can restructure. You can immediately restructure Jalen Thompson's and save an entire $970K, but hey, every little bit helps right now. But I don't know why I didn't think about restructuring Dak's contract. It'll save us another $10 million. Can immediately restructure Jalen Tolbert's. Wait, can we restructure everybody that we just signed? George Pickens? Go ahead and save another $6 million? How at this point do they not have George Pickens' face in the game, dude? dude. It's not George. And Deron Bland will save us another $4 million, which gives us an extra $33 million to spend. Which again, I still do have some impending free agents that I would like to sign, but I don't think it's going to be worth it in the long run, considering they're not interested for some reason. So let's go see what we can find in actual free agency. I mean, for all I know, it's a garbage free agent class. Tyler Lindenbaum, oh my god. Also, Bobby Wagner could be a big move for a potential Super Bowl caliber team. And Juwan Bentley walks, so it'd be a perfect fit. But first, let's go after Tyler here. Like, I actually desperately want him. We for sure can afford him, so I will actually overpay just a little bit. Currently tied with 4 other teams. I need to up it a little bit more, make sure we can land him. I'll up it to a $9 million bonus. We are currently in sole position to land Tyler. Let's see if we can do the same thing with Bobby here. I mean, he's going to be the only other player we're going to be able to afford, but I think it'll be a pretty big signing. Oh, we're far above the other teams, so I might actually be able to bring this money down a little bit. Yeah, brother, we're still way ahead. So again, these are the only 2 free agents that we can possibly afford, and I would love to be able to land both of them, and they both have decided one way or another, and we landed both of them, thank God. That leaves us with a whopping $5 million to spend. Well, just now realizing we lost our kicker, that's always great. Taylor's still sitting there, but we're just not going to be able to afford him, unfortunately. So, I mean, if I can say so myself, I feel like that was a pretty successful free agency. I'm just hoping we can top that here and put together an incredible draft class. Which, if we do look at the mocks, keep in mind, we do have ourselves the number 1 pick. It says we're going to left tackle, but I want to go edge. There's a guy, Jesse Wells, here, who I'd love to go. I mean, he could be our Micah Parsons replacement. Like, I just don't know if this left tackle is necessarily worth it. And yet, tackle is a big need for this offense, but I feel like we maybe could get a spot starter later in the draft. I feel like obviously what we're missing, dude, is a big time pass rusher. So if we can draft one with the first pick, that's what I'm going with. So I think you guys are well aware, we have the greatest time of the year, football season rapidly approaching us, which is exactly why I'm here to tell you about my special hookup with today's sponsor, SeatGeek. SeatGeek is the planet's #1 rated ticketing app with over 28 million downloads. Big reason why, so they have over 70,000 events listed on the app, sports, concerts, festivals, and more. And I think by this moment in time, you guys know how much I love myself some SeatGeek. Got the receipts to prove it, as every single sporting event I've attended for the last 6 years, I've used SeatGeek. Not to mention that SeatGeek is super simple to use, as every single ticket on their platform is rated on a scale from 1 to 10, so you know exactly when you're getting a good deal. This is important. Make sure you look for the green dots, as green means good, red means bad. Plus, every single ticket is backed by their buyer guarantee. And you guys already know, I got a special hookup for you, as you can use code RBT10 to get 10% off your next tickets at SeatGeek. Again, that's 10% off any tickets at SeatGeek with promo code RBT10. So it is time, brother. It is time. You best believe I did not expect whatsoever to end up with the #1 pick. But let's see if it was all worth it. Sometimes you have to believe in your heart and soul that everything happens for a reason. And maybe that reason was to draft a like-for-like Micah Parsons replacement. This Jesse Wells fellow was the guy I was looking at. He's 6'5", 255, 22 years old out of TCU, so a physical specimen. Also ran a 4.45 40-yard dash, easily the most overall athletic edge in the entire draft class. Actually ran a 4.41 at his pro day. Oh my god, dude. Is he one of those generational prospects? Let's compare him to this Taylor fellow who's actually higher than him on the draft board. He's a lot slower. Yeah, dude, he's not even remotely close. Oh my god. And he's a projected top 5 pick? I mean, I guess we do need to do our due diligence and see how Brian Cartwright looks, because that's what the mock draft had us going. So, like, maybe he is good. He also was the fastest left tackle, by far the most athletic tackle in the entire class. Also has a lot of A's. Okay, I'm kind of stressed out now. But to me, if they both look like similar generational prospects, I think the tie is going to go with the edge rusher, because in my opinion, that's what we need, dude. And I feel like that's obvious. So Mr. Jesse Wells, were you put on this planet to remind Cowboys fans what it's like to smile again? He comes in as the #1 ranked player in the entire draft. As long as he has hidden, we got ourselves an absolute freaking gem. 90 speed? Brother, he's 6'5". 5. Who is this guy? I am so excited to see what his overall is at the end of this draft, but we still have more to go. We have another first-round pick here. That left tackle did go number 2 to the Saints, so I do want to go check him out, but I mean, obviously, we made the right decision. So is this where we look for potential tackle help if there's anybody I deem worthy? We have a Tony Radovich here. Might be some decent guards that we could draft a little bit later. There's a lot of A's on the board. Maybe a guy like this we draft in the second round. But let's go look at the left tackle. Comes in with a mid-combine. Has A awareness, A run block power, B lead block. He looks decent. It's actually a really good center sitting here. Has a bunch of A attributes, but we did just sign a center. So I think we might need to go for a tackle instead. Yeah, dude, I don't think it's negotiable. Out of everything that's left, we're gonna go with the left tackle. Tony Radovich is gonna be the selection. Don't expect him to be nearly as good, you know, as our first round pick, but I expect him to hopefully be decent. He's the 18th ranked player. Got him at 28. Most importantly, comes in with hidden dev trait, boys. We pick again right here at the start of the second round, so maybe we get another banger. Can we go back to back to back? Now, I do know we need a good, young, starting strong safety. I just don't know if either of these guys are it. Either Gabe Banks or Aaron Jordan. If I don't like either of these guys, I might go with one of those guards. Aaron Jordan here, he, you know, bro, decent little combine. Not too sure about his attributes, though, to be fair. How about the other one? Gabe Banks, he had a much better combine. Ooh, a bunch of B's. I think Gabe is going to be the pick here. I think Gabe is going to be the selection. Don't let me down. I probably should look at the other positions. Ooh, kind of a stinker. You can't hit on them all. Now, unfortunately, there is only 2 guards left that actually look like they could be decent. Chris Toomer is the only right guard that's projected to be a day 3 pick. Actually has 3 A's. And the one thing I've learned in all my rebuilds so far is don't worry about the projection. There are so many good late round picks in this year's draft classes. So let's go ahead and do it. Let's roll the dice. Christopher Toomer is going to come in. How is he not drafted at this point? Hidden Dev 2 with incredible speed. The boys, this definitely makes up for that last stinker. Can we do it one more time here in the 5th? Part of me just immediately wants to go after this center. If there's like good offensive linemen left, and this is like a juiced offensive line class, maybe I go after him. He looks mid. He has a couple A's, a couple C's, and I shouldn't have. Okay, what are the odds I can hit on a 7th round selection here? Let's look for a beast running back here. Who is the best projected undrafted free agent running back? I see somebody down here with a bunch of A's. We have Eric Tramer. He just does not look like a running back, dude. Hold on. What are you still doing here, Mr. Eric? Like, were the teams put off because you look like a toe? It has 1, 2, 3 A attributes. I am actually so excited about this. Again, it could be a total stinker, but at the same time, I'm excited. Like, this guy, just something about him tells me he's about to be special. Eric, you're going to be the selection, and you're going to come in. I don't know what happened. It just simulated. What's the pick? It's not telling me anything. Literally, what just happened? I want to know if this guy is good. Okay, so I guess at this point, you just got to click on draft recap and hope for the best. Most excited to see what our number 1 overall pick ends up, and he is going to come in as an 83 overall, 83 awareness, 90 speed, and yo, Eric was a dog! 78 overall? That might be the best 7th round pick I've ever seen. Not to mention, Tony was a 77 rated. Not to mention, Christopher was a 77 rated. I do have to say, draft classes in Madden 26 are ultra juiced, but still, dude, this is incredible. I wanted to see, it looks like, yeah, draft class ultra juiced. Yeah, that 80 rated fullback. The left tackle, by the way, was an 81 overall, but we still did go with the better selection. Yeah, I can't believe we landed Eric. It's actually really easy to spot the guys that are very good that's left. But at the same time, we did get really lucky. Oh, see, like I said, dude, juice guard class. You can spot them from a mile away. There was 275 ratings taken in the 6th round. But again, brother, I am so proud of this class. Oh, now that I think about it, with him being an 83 overall, I am excited to see what this hidden development is. Like, it could be X Factor, it could be Superstar, I could cheat and go check, but we'll wait. Now, the one thing that does kind of stress me out, boys, not gonna lie, is the fact that we do not have any money. That could change, though, going into the season. I think penalties clear, possibly, from last season. We are going to start the year with a total of, $9 million. What in the world can we do with that? First thing we're gonna do with that is go ahead and sign Brandon Aubrey back. We're actually gonna get him cheaper than what we would have got him if we would have just signed sign them in free agency, so don't mind if I do. Now, I want to see if there's some crazy undrafted free agents that went through the cracks. Now, Jalen Coker, young wide receiver, why are you a free agent? We're absolutely going to snag him up. But outside of that, doesn't look like way too many good undrafted free agents fell through the cracks. There's a 69 rated strong safety. There's a 69 rated D tackle. Now, looking at the team for this season, boys, we come in as an 87 overall team with an 88 offense, 87 defense. And the good thing is we have youngsters like Radovich. We have youngsters like Toomer that are going to progress probably massively throughout the season. Wait, who is this guy? Can he immediately step in and replace Micah Parsons' departing shoes? I mean, can he get 25 sacks a season? At the same time, I do want to see if there's any way I can improve this team in any shape or form, because I really want to go all out and try to win a Super Bowl this year. Maybe get a better strong safety, maybe get a better will linebacker, maybe go out and get a better right tackle than Tyler Guyton. There's a lot we can do, and like at the end of the day, even if we don't do anything, we're an 87 rated team. There is no reason we should have only won 2 games last year. Like, I really wouldn't be shocked if even with just this team alone, we went on a Super Bowl run. Let's go see if anything, if we can go restructure some other contracts. Oh, Tyler Lindenbaum. We can save $4 million. That's better than nothing. Let's go see if we can save a little cash by trading a few players away. Because currently we have $12 million we can work with. Why does it say my number 1 team need is center, dude? Like, it doesn't make any sense. We also could trade away Cooper Beebe, which we have a couple offers out there in the universe, which nothing is too entirely crazy. I mean, a decent offer from the Seahawks. They're offering me Zach Charbonnet. So maybe we see who we could get from the Seahawks. Odds we could land Charles Cross. Charles Cross for this package, and it is so close to being accepted. Oh my god. Hold the phone, boys. Hold the phone. We might have our new starting right tackle. Again, I don't mind trading away future assets right now, because I kind of want to go all out this season. The round pick from 2029, and the trade was accepted just like that. What in the world? Now, I did go and move a few positions around, and that brought our team overall up to an 89 with a 91 offense and 87 defense. And you know something else I want to do just for the aura? Just something I feel like just makes this even crazier. I saw him a second ago just sitting there in free agency. Aaron Rodgers, brother. Like, why do I feel like that's just such a perfect fit? Now, I still feel like there's something we can do, man. I do hate that this rookie is not getting any playing time. I feel like Guyton, we can trade away and maybe get something decent for him. Like, is this where I try and upgrade at strong safety? Seahawks again offer me Zach Charbonnet. Like, why do they not want him? But the reason I find that intriguing is because I feel like I figured out kind of a loophole. When you do the get offers and somebody offers you a big deal, that's probably because they're going to offer you the most of any team. So I think what we do is we obviously don't go in and try to get, you know, a Zach Charbonnet. We don't need a running back. But what we can try to do is see what we can milk out of them. Like maybe a Devin Witherspoon, which is not close. We also can try a JSN potentially, see what happens here. It's also not close. Last but not least, we can try a little Tariq Woolen, see what happens here. Same thing. So what we do go for is a draft pick. Maybe a second and a third, which we don't. How about just the second in the green? If we threw in Deuce Vaughn, it's still in the green, but I think we're very, very close to landing ourselves another second round selection. So in a late 2027 pick, give me another second round pick from this year to use in a potential trade. Ufanga from the Broncos, it is close. Is this enough? No, but it is in the green. I think we're about to land ourselves Ufanga, dude, one of the best strong safeties in the freaking league. I mean, 4th from this year, 5th from 2028, and a 5th from 2029. Submit that bad boy through, and it is so, so close. 4th from 2029 instead, and the trade is accepted, dude. This is an absolute banger. But that addition, boys, brings the squad up to an 88 overall defense, which actually I don't think that changed anything. The one thing I really want to find out, like if it's worth doing, is like, do I upgrade from Ezeraiku, or do I just let him play? I'm also wondering, like, do I like go to the trade deadline? Is that what I do? Do I advance all the way to the trade deadline? If we're having a really good season at that point, just literally trade everything and go all out this season? Imagine, dude, we trade away Micah Parsons, then the next season we win the Super Bowl. We're doing it, brother. Wish me luck. We're advancing to mid-season. And I'm telling you right now, if we get to the midway point and we're like 1-8, telling you this franchise is cursed. Fellas, we are 5-1. Hold on a freaking second, boys. 52-28. We did lose to the Eagles. We're only 3 points away from being undefeated here at the midway point. I say that the trade deadline's after next week, so let's advance past, this game against my 0-7 Titans. Surely we're not their first win of the season, right? 6-1, boys, let's go. It's as easy this week against the 1-7 Colts. So at this point in time, dude, we have the 1 seed. It is really, really close with some of the other teams, but I am loving my chances, boys. Before we go see if we're going to make any moves, I do want to see who's doing the good things for us. We have a top 5 offense, as we have the second best defense. Dak having a much better year than a year ago. On the ground, Jonathan Taylor averaging 5.7 yards per carry. CD, George Pickens, both putting up fantastic numbers. Jake Ferguson having a good year too. Jalen Tolbert also showing why I gave him some pretty decent money. I'm excited to see defense here. Who's doing the good things? You know, that young edge, the rookie, 6 sacks. You know, not necessarily on pace for 20, but 6 is good for a rookie. Ezraiku, 5.5, so he's on pace for about 10. I do gotta see though, what's Micah doing? What's his pace at? He has 10.5 sacks already. That's insane, Micah. But boys, seriously, like at this point, I'm wondering, like, what do we do? We're up to a 90 overall, the 91 offense, 89 defense. So like, really, like, where do we even improve at? That backup running back's up to an 81, by the way, which is just crazy. Or how about we try to keep it like halfway realistic and try to trade with some of the teams that might be selling at this point? In the AFC, probably the Dolphins, Colts, or Titans. If it in fact does mean a potential Super Bowl, I'm 100% willing to give up my first round pick from this year. Maybe even my first round pick from next year. You know, sometimes when a team's trying to lock in on a potential Super Bowl run, they don't mind trading away 2 picks in a deal. Wait, is this where I could give up Christian Wilkins? Probably not gonna be able to afford him this offseason either if we don't win the Super Bowl this year. So is this where I do something crazy and try and go for a Drake London? Like, let's see, Christian Wilkins for Drake London. It's about halfway. Hold the freaking phone, boy. So now, if we throw in that first round pick, how is this looking in the yellow? Drake London, I feel like, would be a perfect fit in Dallas, boys. Unfortunately, they also can't afford Jalen. So do I actually throw in some picks? Like a 2028 second. It's in the green. A 2029 second. It's also in the green. All right, we threw in Kalen Carson and they accepted. Ooh, is this worth it? Was this the deal that's gonna see us over the line this season, boys? Maybe I was a little too spontaneous there. I do want to see, we probably need to sign a replacement at defensive tackle. Jonathan Hankins will definitely do as a depth piece. I'm thinking also maybe even sign J.K. Dobbins and have like a super, super deep backfield. To have another idea. I told you, boys, we are going all the frick out here. 23-year-old 75 overall left edge Jonah Ellis is just sitting there, dude. Like, why in the world? So I want to try and get rid of Jaden Blue. Also ship on Coker now. And maybe Marshawn Nealon, who's 2 years older than Jonah Ellis here. Means if he sticks around for a while, we re-sign him. He'd probably end up being higher overall than Marshawn Nealon. I want to get a good deep tackle. I want to replace Christian Wilkins with somebody that's younger, that's cheaper, that we can keep around for a while if we don't win the Super Bowl this year. I'm not expecting anything insane. But with the good defensive season our team was having, I don't want to potentially like fall off second half because we traded away Christian Wilkins. Also have to make sure it is somebody we can afford because some of the D-tackle contracts are insane. Braden Fisk, potentially. Okay. Do I do it? Do I just go ahead and get rid of all the picks from this year? Second round pick from 2027? What in the world? What in the world? I really didn't think that was going to be accepted. Like, again, I'm trying to put a smile on the Cowboys' faithful faces right now. We're doing crazy stuff, but it's all worth it if we end up winning a Super Bowl. Up to a 90 overall team with a 93 offense, 88 defense. I just really don't think there is any legitimate chance that this team is not Super Bowl contenders. As you see right here, dude, we're just now noticing Jesse Wells is an X factor, already an 86. Like, he could be a 90 overall by the end of his rookie season. Thing is, dude, literally anything can happen. Like, I didn't expect to only win 2 games the first season, so, like, as excited as I am right now, like, there's a legitimate shot. We only win, like, 2 games the second half of the season. Don't even make the playoffs. At that point, dudes, we would be screwed. We would be screwed badly because we really went all out this year. We have no draft picks, probably no cap space, but it is all worth it if you bring a Lombardi back to Dallas. Oh, God, dude. The simulation is so slow. The adrenaline is pumping. The anxiety is unbearable. Come on. First round bye. Let's go! We lost 3 to end the season, but who cares when we finish the season with a first round bye? Oh my God, boys, what a difference one offseason makes. Finished with the NFL's #1 offense, exactly why we traded for Drake London. Defense comes in fifth. Dak Prescott, phenomenal numbers, a lot better than a year ago. On the ground, Jonathan Taylor, exactly why we traded for you. I knew if we were going to get this far, we had to have a premier running back, and Jonathan Taylor, I feel like, is a perfect fit for the Dallas Cowboys. CD, great numbers. George Pickens actually had more touchdowns than him. Drake London, Not the greatest numbers, but you know, that's respectable. How'd our rookie finish defensively? He finished with 15 sacks, dude. Oh my God. Oh, please tell me that rookie ended up with more sacks than Micah Parsons. That will be so satisfying. No, but it wasn't that far off. And Micah Parsons can barely get more sacks from Rashawn Gary. No MVP, but a top 3 finish for Dak. You know what, Cowboys fans, hire me. I'll do it for free as long as Jerry Jones allows me to vlog. I still need to make my YouTube videos. So, of course, our new Micah Parsons won Defensive Rookie of the Year. Unfortunately, I did have it spoiled. You know that the real Micah Parsons won Defensive Player of the Year. But our guy as a rookie wasn't that far behind him. Fellas, all there is to do at this point is go on this potential Super Bowl run. I do want to see who we take on in the divisional round, as this is huge. Don't give me the Ravens. We get the Eagles. That is so bad. I feel like they beat us in the regular season. Oh, they beat us at home by 3. Please don't tell me they beat us twice. No, we beat them by 3 away from home. So apparently whoever the away team is wins by 3. And unfortunately, boys, very, very unfortunate, we play at home here. And you know what, dude? I'm just going to be crazy here. We are just going to go ahead and simulate straight to the Super Bowl. Get all the adrenaline pumping all at once. Get all the cortisol spiking all at once. Get the blood pressure to stroke levels. Come on. Come on. I can't believe it. I genuinely can't believe we did it. We have to beat the Browns. Dude, there's no way we lose to the Browns. No shot. And just to prove again, like, I just know there's people that think it happens. Like, no. We beat the Eagles 21-15, fair and square. Beat the Buccaneers 24-13, fair and square. We finished the season 13-4, fair and square. And all we have to do now to bring that smile back to Cowboys Nation is finish. And here it is, boys. Probably our one and only chance. If we don't win this year, it'll probably take another 3 years of a rebuild. We have gotten this far. We can't lose. It's not in the cards. God himself will not allow it. The Cowboys fans have been through enough. We're not losing to Shedeur Sanders. Absolutely not. We're not doing it. Lock the frick in and get ready to have your name written down in the history books. Come on, dude. This will be crazy. This will be one of the craziest rebuilds ever. 3, 2, 1. Bang! And would you believe who won Super Bowl MVP? The real Micah could never. From 2-15 to the pinnacle of professional football. Cowboys fans, breathe it in, take it in. As obviously your guy Jerry's done some crazy things, especially recently. You should do one more crazy thing and hire me. Now hopefully you enjoyed me pulling off that miracle. And if you did, you can click right here to watch me pull off another miracle where I rebuild the Cleveland Browns.